So I don't have to have a good memory if I have paperwork that just proves it right. And if I have paperwork from the very people involved, I mean, how much else can I say other than to show you the paperwork from the very people involved? So they keep saying about in 2008, which again is so long ago, but they insist that it was about being my best friend. No, it's about someone who knew me for a long time and who could vouch for me as a person. And nobody who thinks you're a horrible person would be in your life for a long time. And this is a person I finally had to cut out of my life and go no contact with because this person I don't want in my life. That's the difference. The same with another person involved. The same with River Bay. The same situation. It's always the same situation. And my point is, if they felt that I went to Catholic school, like I said in the previous video, from kindergarten. As a kindergartner, I was in Catholic school through Fordham University graduation. If this was something about getting me to explain things, they had years. They wouldn't have said, don't talk in class. They would have said, you know what? After school, come back and we'll sit down with you and we'll videotape you up the wazoo in every capacity, which is what these people tried to do to me. Literally. They targeted that and caused it to swell. And they accused me of having it itch. That's my point. This wasn't happening in school. I can tell you that without any hesitation. It wasn't. If it were, they had opportunity to do it. This is something that these people started with. They had every opportunity back when I was in school, and it wasn't happening. And that's how you know these people are liars and trying to blame other people for their actions. I went to school from the 70s through the 90s. If this were happening in school, there was opportunity. It was not. They're liars. And I'm not going to let them lie and bring me into the lie. So the other part of this is that if someone said, okay, this was happening in your school, and I left a video where I said, people from school, I went to big schools. You have the opportunity to comment, not one comment. Not one. So how do we know it wasn't happening in school? Not one comment. I'm not going to be the person lying and saying it happened in school when it started happening here in 2016. So they said, well, prior to 2016, again, here we are. They keep trying to get information from me. Like I said, if I had been this talkative, open child that they describe, not as a normal child, but in their way, they wouldn't have to pump me for information today. They would have had the information from back then. They weren't around in that way. And also the people involved, I wasn't being treated this way. Do you get what I mean? This is a form of abuse that is so obvious that anyone who's treated this way that can document it would have been treated